Hey everyone, just a quick little video on the wagon wheel. So it's a whole bunch of layers of plywood all glued together. So I originally wanted to taper these spokes in a little bit to round it off somewhat, but it just I don't think it would give it enough strength to be able to stand up on its side if I did it the traditional or used an actual real wheel or wagon wheel. That's why I'm kind of making my own design here. This whole thing's going to be covered in plaster, probably about an eighth of an inch to 3/16 of a plaster, and then it's going to be carved. So I've used some edge banding, some real wood edge banding that I had floating around or so. Kind of a waste because this stuff's stupid expensive, but I wrapped it around it about 5 times. Probably went through about $25 worth of that banding material and oak around it just to. It was kicking around. Anyways, put some spokes, some hub pieces in here. The inside here, I'm going to put a coil of cardboard or metal or something like that to fill in so I don't have a void. The bottom's solid all the way through. I'm debating whether I'm going to leave the hole all the way through the whole thing or if I'm just going to go down a couple inches and then just have it there for looks. If I leave it hollow all the way through, you technically could use this wheel on a wagon, not a real wagon, but a model wagon or so, or a wooden wagon or so with a thing inside of it. So up for debate on that. The inside here is going to be filled in with plaster. The board that it's on, it's got a chamfer on the bottom of it here, so it's going to have a wrap around, so it'll have a nice little finish on the back edge of it. Keeps it up about an eighth of an inch or so. So everything's 3/4 layers. There's lots and lots of little things that I got to fill in here and deal with. All these, sorry, picking and it's turning as I'm going. Little things like that I got to deal with. I've coated it with a coat of Mod Podge right now, so just to harden up some of the fibers. And then all this groove here is going to get cut out because this outer edge here needs to look like a metal band, and then the wood because a real wheel or so would have had a metal band heated up and put on the outside, and it would shrink as it cools and tighten down. That's what holds the wheels together. So I'm going to have it look like it's actually there. So it's got a lot of Dremel work to do out of that. But like I said, everything's going to get covered in plaster in the next couple of days, and then I'll carve in the wood grain onto each of the thing. I'll do the loops and the things like the grain coming around or so. May not do it down on the sides much. I may come down a little bit here and there, but not a whole lot, because trying to put the rubber in all these screws, there's I think it's 12 spokes in total, so 12 cavities to fill, 12 things that are going to need. I'm going to use styrofoam plugs for this because it's not deep, and go from there, because not doing that with proto putty. That would cost a dear fortune. That would be probably 3 tubes per section times 12, 36 tubes at $12 a tube. Yeah, not happening. There's times when proto putty has its disadvantages. This is it. But simple pieces of foam, styrofoam, or like the blue building styrofoam, cut to triangles to fit into it afterwards or so. They don't have to be perfect. If there's a little bit of a shape, it's part of the wood in the final look. In between the grooves here, we'll get in with plaster first. I want to maintain the look of the grooves. I may use some Alex Premium latex to go down in between, and then just run my finger down the surface to squeeze out whatever's on the surface and fill in all the gaps and everything. Lots of stuff to be done. Now it's the upper part here, so it's going to get thickened up too. And so I want it a little bit thicker this way. Just so it has a little bit more robustness. Probably okay the way it is now, so it's already probably about a ½ inch, just for the looks of the robustness of the hub. But anyways, that's just me playing around with that. I'll decide which way. I've left this band down a little bit from the edge, so you'll see these little bumps a little bit here too on the other side. So I'll play it by ear. Anyways, that's it for tonight. Take care.